ungrateful to be grateful. I wanted to take a moment to come sit down here and kind of have like a little conversation with myself or with you all if this does make it to YouTube, and just reflect on some of the feelings I was just journaling about. I took a lot of my journaling time today to kind of reflect on the themes of surrendering and alignment, just acceptance overall. I think that for me, when I set my mind on something or when I have something pictured in my brain in a specific way, it can be hard for me to let that go. Once my mind is kind of made up, I'm set there and I'm set on how I'm supposed to get there rather than just kind of falling into alignment with what I want and what I need and then just surrendering and letting go and just trusting that everything will kind of work out the way it's supposed to because my actions are aligned with what my purpose is or with what serves me. I was listening to two Shetty episodes today, one with Lauren London and one with Liza. Lauren's episode was talking a lot about surrendering. She made this really nice metaphor of she's no longer holding on to the rocks, she's letting go and flowing with the river.
Is what the divine wants for me. And so I flow with the river. I'm not holding on to the rocks. I'm not grasping onto things that, you have to let go of. It is literally I'm going to say again, the ultimate test of surrendering. You have to surrender. Because at the end of the day, as much control as we think we have, we do not. And it's actually very powerful to surrender. We think that it's a weakness. But it's so much power in letting go and flowing with the river. Because life is going to do what it's going to do. And we are all going to get chin checked by life one way or another. So I might as well focus on my enlightenment and roll with the river, not fight with the rocks.
I really resonated with that metaphor, letting go and surrendering to the flow of just life, of the river, of that body of water, and just trusting that if I let go and I have faith and I believe and I actually have faith and actually believe, because those are really like key factors, is having actual faith and actual belief and trust in yourself and in source, then everything is going to be fine. But because I'm going against the grain, I'm going against what's aligned with me, because I'm holding on to what doesn't serve me, I remove any room on my plate to accept what actually does. So I can be like that with goals and with my relationships. I'm a very relationship oriented person, and this doesn't just mean romantic relationships. I have hard times mourning old parts of me that don't serve me anymore. I have hard times mourning career goals that don't serve me anymore. I have a hard time mourning people that I love but who just don't serve me anymore. This past month, I've kind of come to just let go and accept that and accept that I've changed. What I want has changed. My coping mechanisms have changed because I've grown, because of different experiences I've had that have led me to certain points of growth. I have to kind of grieve, but also let go of those parts of myself, of those people, of those goals, of those ideas, in order to embrace the people who are genuinely here, who I'm serving them and they're serving me. And it's this kind of beautiful relationship of reciprocated energy, or accepting the goals and the wants and the needs that I now have because of growing to a certain point of just like, these aren't things I want anymore. This isn't aligned with the future I want to have. This isn't aligned with the kind of parent I want to be in the future or the kind of person I want to be right now. And I have to now let go of these career goals that I've had for however long in order to pivot and sit with myself and embrace new goals, and what that looks like. And as scary as that can be, it's also beautiful because it's the journey. And the most important part of anything to me, of any goal or any outcome, is the journey, because that's what got you to what you have. I've had to let go certain coping mechanisms and healing practices that I created for myself out of trauma and out of wanting to protect myself from ever experiencing that trauma again, because I'm a different person now. I no longer need those methods of coping and those methods of protection. Now, when things that are traumatic happen to me, I don't need to hide and shelter and protect myself. I kind of stand in the power of the experience and the emotion and how it affects me, and what I can learn and how I can grow from it. And not to say and to trivialize trauma at all, but it's also like I'm just this small part that makes up the universe. Lauren London was actually commenting on this. When you think, why me? It's kind of like, why not me? You know, what makes me different or special that I don't deserve to get knocked down or experience certain traumas or have things not go my way sometimes? I am just a small part of this universe, like I said. While that can seem like it's trivializing my experiences, it's really just helping me to embrace the fact that things are not forever. Everything is temporary. Even the beautiful things that we love and want to hold on to forever are temporary. So I need to really just cherish what I have, cherish all the positive and loving experiences that I have, and for the experiences that are a little bit more traumatic or heavy, embracing those feelings and just kind of letting myself know that it's okay to feel this because of this. But this isn't who you are, and this isn't forever. And while this might change and shape you in a way, it's not going to define you. It's just kind of a passing moment. And whether that passing moment is 5 years or 5 days, it will pass. And I have to sit with the fact that my anxiety is temporary. My feelings of doubt and fear are temporary. And the more I push anxiety and my fear and my doubt away, the longer I sit with them, the more I embrace them and actually accept them, the more I can actually power through them. In Liza's episode with Shetty, she actually commented on how she was anxious before sitting with him on his show, and she had moments of being anxious throughout the interview just based on the questions she was answering and the direction the conversation was going in, and whether or not she, 100% felt good about all the answers she was giving. And I thought it was beautiful because a lot of times when we get anxious, we kind of turn away. I know I turn away and kind of just disconnect and disassociate from everything. But imagine being anxious and still doing all of the things that excite you and that make you feel alive and that make you happy. What does that feel like? What does it feel like to be anxious and do it anyway? Who are you on the other side of that? And aren't you excited to meet that person on the other side of your anxiety? So I don't know. This is just a random video of my thoughts and my feelings. Like I said, not sure if this is going to be shared or if this is just something for me to reflect on later. But I did want to sit down with myself and have this little one-on-one moment or one-on-everyone moment and just kind of reflect on the themes of surrender, reflect on the themes of alignment, and just letting go in order to embrace more abundance. I want to forever exist in a state of gratitude and celebration because I'm grateful to be grateful. I'm grateful to be able to experience gratitude and what it means to be thankful to have all that I have, and to be thankful for the things that I don't have, because that means that they're not meant for me. I want to exist in this state of constant celebration. Whether or not I'm celebrating myself is irrelevant. It could be celebrating someone I don't know, celebrating a loved one, celebrating me. I always want to exist in celebration, because the more I can celebrate others and celebrate just life, the more opportunities that will attract to me for celebration, the more source will put me in position to celebrate. and the more source will put me in position to be grateful. But yeah, I would just like to encourage everyone to sit with their doubt, sit with their fear, sit with their anxiety, sit with their grief, sit with their sadness, and see how that truly makes you feel physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. How does your body feel? Where does it ache? Where does it hurt? Where in your body do you feel that pit of fear or anxiety or doubt? And what does it look like when you allow yourself to just sit for a moment with all of that discomfort and not push it away? What does it feel like for you to embrace all of the things that make you uncomfortable in order for you to expand your comfort zone? People always talk about how you need to get out of your comfort zone or leave your comfort zone. For me, I don't want to have to leave my comfort zone in order to experience growth. I would like to expand my comfort zone so that as I'm growing, so does the places in which I feel comfortable. If my home is my comfort zone today, the park can be my comfort zone tomorrow. And that doesn't mean I'm stepping away from the comfort of my home. It just means I'm expanding my space and my perspective on what it means to be comfortable. So, yes, I'm rambling, but this is just a real quick sit down video. I had a little bit of sun, so I thought, well, what the heck, why not? I just finished, like I said, journaling. It's time to release, it's time to let go, it's time to surrender. So let me just take a moment to say, comment down below. Comment down below what it feels like when you are anxious, when you are scared, when you are doubtful and not trusting yourself. And comment also your experience sitting with the discomfort of any of those feelings I just described, because the goal here is to build a community. It's to create this space where we can share and find power in our vulnerabilities, where we can comfort ourselves and each other by letting each other know that we're not alone in the things that terrify us and the things that we shy and hide and run away from. We have a community, we have each other, we have source, we're never alone. And everything is temporary, like I said, even the good things. And so that should make us want to cherish and appreciate life and what we have more right now in the present while we can. You know, I feel really good today, and I just kind of wanted to share this good energy because I know what it means to not feel good. I know what it means to exist in darkness. And so I like to take moments to remind myself of what it feels like to sit in the light, which is right now, and so that the next time I experience the darkness, I can look back on these moments and know that I know what it means to sit in the light. Like, I don't live in this darkness. I'm just experiencing it right now. I hope that this month brings you everything that you want, everything that you wish for. I hope this wasn't boring. I hope this wasn't too long. And thank you if you made it this far. Comment down below. If you did make it this far, comment an octopus. And if I get no comments, that's fine. I'm totally fine. I am building this community from the ground up. But if you did make it this far and you have been engaged and you would like to hear more from me, please comment an octopus emoji down below, and please share your thoughts, share your feelings with me, share how you're feeling today, and yeah, until next time.